Morning, folks. Welcome back to the channel. We're out here on the farm today where it's a balmy 26 degrees, about a 5-mile-an-hour wind, but stuff still needs to get done. What we're doing today, I'm going to take some scrap that we got from the junkyard, and I'm going to use that to build a platform so we can get in and out of this trailer behind us where we've got about half our worldly possessions stored, and make it a little bit easier to get in and out of there, access tools and that kind of stuff while we're working on the house. So maybe you'll learn something out of this. I'm going to try some different stuff. Need to cut some material, and since we're not in our metal fab shop, I don't have a plasma cutter and all the saws and stuff. So we're going to be using the things I've got on my welding trailer and on my truck to try to get this done. The main part of this platform is going to be made out of this industrial or boat dock aluminum walkway that I picked up at the scrapyard. What I'm going to do for the outside edge where the stairs are going to attach, I'm going to rip part of this piece of extruded side off to get it so we don't have something to catch your toes as you're stepping up onto it. Since I don't have a plasma cutter out here, I'm going to use this skill saw with carbide teeth on the blade and rip this, and then I'll take a grinder and finish grinding it down to the final dimension. Aluminum is, you know, pretty soft material and should be pretty easy to get through with this saw. Well, my 18-volt NiCad batteries are getting old enough that they're not holding a charge very well, especially in this cold weather. And if you got any of these 18-volt DeWalt tools and you want to extend the life on them, this little adapter will allow you to run the 20-volt batteries in your 18-volt tools. And they work great. And the dirty little secret about those 20-volt tools is they actually run on 18 volts. So if you're wanting to extend the life of your tools, this is a good way to do it. Now, next thing we need to do is cut this down into our step sections. And we're going to use 2 of these tread sections per step. That'll give us 5 sections. Typically on a stair tread, you want them to be 7 inches apart. And we need to get a total of 35 inches on that back of that trailer from the ground up to the deck. So this should work out perfectly. I don't know which one of these blades is going to work the best. Normally when you try to use a hacksaw blade on aluminum, it gums up and you don't get a very good cut. That's supposed to be for wood with nails. That looks a little rough. That one's not too bad. We'll try that. Blade than that. Well, that's kind of looking like a drunk cut it. it's still holding me. The interlocking joint between these two pieces is offset. So we're gonna have to try to make room where the flange on this extrusion on the side overlaps to get these two pieces apart. Alright, that's one. Now we gotta do that 4 more times. Alright, now we're gonna switch to some more traditional metalworking tools. It's gonna be a little noisy. I'm gonna fire up the welding machine, so I got power to this chop saw, and we're gonna cut about 3 tabs off of here so I can weld them to the back of that trailer and have a place to mount that deck. Alright, we're going to get ready to weld these tabs on. I've got the ground clipped up front on part of this frame member. I'm going to grind off this paint so we got good contact. And then we'll get these tacked on, squared up. I'm going to use 60-10 because this is all a bunch of rusty crap. And get this stuck on here so we can start getting that platform mounted. All right, we need legs that are 33 inches more or less, with some ability to adjust to allow for changes in ground elevation in order to get that platform level. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this smaller pipe that's a slip fit inside the main part of the legs, about 1 foot long. That'll give us, 10 inches or so of adjustment. I'm going to cut those legs, the main part of the legs, at 30 inches, drill a hole in the side of it, put a nut on it, weld the nut to it, and then make a set bolt. And once we see where everything is going to level out, that internal pipe will be marked, and I'll pull it back out and either dimple it or go ahead and drill a hole all the way through so that that set screw will go in and hold that platform level, and you won't get any sag from walking on it. I've gone ahead and done some of this layout because, I mean, it's drawing straight lines, and I didn't figure y'all wanted to watch me use the chop saw to cut 16 of these. What we've got underneath the bottom of that thing are some flange sections on the bottom of that tread that are 1 inch wide with a web, a stiffening web vertically halfway across, so 1/2 inch. And what I'm going to do is drill these probably in 4 spots, and I'll use self-tapping screws to attach to the underside of that. Now, the next thing I need to do is kind of find center on these feet. And the easiest way to do that, if you need to find center on something, is to draw a couple of diagonals on a square or a rectangle, corner to corner. On a circle, you can do the same basic thing without finding exact center mathematically, by laying the thing out. And even if you end up off center with a couple of lines, you can split the difference and know that you're centered on it. Now, it's not critical on this because we're just going to use it to generally center the bottom section of this leg so that we can weld it on there. All we're trying to do is provide some more surface area so the thing doesn't sink in the ground. And like I said, this ain't rocket science. We're not building a space shuttle here. We're just trying to generally get things symmetrical. Now, if I was in the shop and had a drill press, I could stack these up, mark one set, and drill all of it at the same time. But since I'm not, I'm gonna have to drill all these holes individually. If y'all find yourself in need of any of these tools, a lot of this stuff is got affiliate links for Amazon in the bottom of the video in the description. So you can take a look at it, see what kind of tools I'm using if you see something you need. And since we're trying to grow the channel, if you see something useful that you like, or you just like the entertainment value of the channel, please do like and subscribe to the video, subscribe to the channel, and share with your friends. If you got comments, I try to respond to comments pretty quickly when I see that I've got new comments. So ask your questions and I'll try to answer them. What I'm getting ready to do here is weld these tabs on for some X-bracing. I turned the camera off because I didn't really figure y'all wanted to watch me drill 16 holes and grind the burrs off of this. So I'm going to go ahead and tack these on so I can get some measurements and figure out how long I need to make the pipes to weld in to brace this thing up so it's got some rigidity from side to side and in and out. This is going to wrap up building the platform for this trailer. Part 2, we're going to take a bunch of scrap and build a set of stairs for it. So I'd like to thank you for watching and look forward to seeing you on part 2. Y'all have a good day.